Okay, so we've placed our points on our drawing now to use as reference points for placing text on our title block. So the first thing we do now is we make sure that we're on our title text layer here. So we go to the Layers panel, click on the down arrow and select Title Text. So that's our Layers panel there. Okay, so we're now on the appropriate layer to place our text on our drawing. Now the text that we're going to place on our title block is permanent text. It's not going to need changing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place the text on the title text layer. And then as we work on our drawing, we will create a new text layer that will be our active text that will need changing and revising on occasion. What we need to do is we need to set up a text style that is specific to our title block. Now to do that, we need to go to our Annotate tab here, and there's our text panel there on the Annotate tab. At the moment, we're using the standard text style. If we click on the little fly out down arrow there, though, we can see that we've got an annotative and a standard text style. I'm going to click on here, though, Manage Text Styles. What that brings up is the Text Style dialog box. Now you can see there in the preview here that the standard text style uses a font called txt.shx. It's an old shapecode file from older versions of AutoCAD. I'm going to change that font in the standard text style to Verdana. As you can see, a much more presentable Windows-based font. What I'm also going to do now is I'm going to click on New. And what you'll notice is that the current style has been modified. Do I want to save the changes? I say yes to that. And then the new style I'm going to call Title, like so. I'm going to click on OK, and you'll notice because I changed the standard text style to Verdana font there, Title has automatically adopted that font as well. Now the size of the text here, the height, if you leave it at 0, AutoCAD will always prompt you for the height of the text. So I'm going to leave that at 0 so that I have to type the value in when I actually place the text on the drawing. Here, font style, depending on whether it's a shapecode font or a TTF, a true type font, it allows me to put styles such as bold, bold italic and italic. I'm going to select italic, so you'll notice that it changes here in the preview pane. I don't want it to be upside down, like so. I don't want it to be backwards either. Width factor, I want it to fit the space it's put in. So the character spacing here, I'm going to leave at 1. So I'm going to apply that now by clicking Apply. That will apply that text style to the drawing. And then I need to select Title here and then click on Set Current. That then becomes my current text style. When I click on Close now, you will notice up here in the text panel that Title is now my current text style. Now what I need to do now is place some single line text. If I click on the little down arrow here next to multi-line text, you'll notice I've got the option of multi-line text or single line text. I'm going to place single line text like so. I come into the drawing area and AutoCAD prompts me for the start point of my text. Now the default start point of any single line text in an AutoCAD drawing is the left hand side, because we always write from left to right. So I don't need to justify this particular piece of text. Now the start point of my text, we need to make sure that our node snap is on. So we go down to O snap, right click, and as you can see there, node has got the blue box around it. Can you see that? So node there is on, so I just hit escape once to lose that menu, the shortcut menu there, and I hover over the node snap here. And when the node snap appears, you'll see the word node there, left click. Then just move away from the node a little bit so that you can read the dynamic input menus. The first prompt that you get is to specify the height of your text. We're going to make it 10 millimeters high and press enter. And then the rotation angle of the text is going to be 0 degrees, horizontal to the right. So we press enter to accept the 0. You'll then see the little flashing cursor there. Notice it's in italics because our title text style is in italics. Now what I'm going to type there is my company name. Now I'm not going to be specific here. I'm literally going to type company name like so. Now you'll notice I've misspelt that deliberately. I can use the backspace on the keyboard to go back and type it appropriately. Now when I press enter, you'll see that it takes me to the next line down, so it's prompting me to do another line of single line text. I don't want to place another line of single line text, so I press enter again, and it places that text nice and neatly there for me on the drawing. Okay, let's place one more bit of single line text by right-clicking and repeat DTEXT. That is the AutoCAD command for single line text. So click on repeat DTEXT. You're prompted for a start point. This time we need to change the justification. So we right-click, justify on the shortcut menu, and we select right. We did it to the left before, so now we select right. And now it asks for the right endpoint of the text. We hover over this node here, and we left-click. Notice, as I move away, the height is 10. It remembers the last text height that was put in. Press enter to accept the 10. Enter to accept the 0. There's our cursor there, flashing, waiting for us to type in our text. So what we're going to type in there is our client name, or it could be our project name. It could be anything. So I'm going to put project name there. And notice in AutoCAD 2010 it automatically justifies to the right, like so. So company name, project name. Now I'm just typing those as examples. You would obviously put your real company name and your real project name, because we're creating this title block for our project. And then it's enter twice, and you have now placed your single line text onto your title block.